Chilling up in the kingdom, chilling with Yahweh Shai and all the brothers and the sisters, cooling out, having fun, drinking yayan with Yahweh Shai up in the kingdom, yeah.
Who are we? Israel! Then who are we? Israel! Can't hear you!
Israel.
Who's the power?
Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Shai's the power.
I said, who's the power?
Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Shai's the power. Yeah. Chilling up in the kingdom.
Shalom, Israel.
Shalom.
Welcome to Israelite School of Biblical History and Practical Knowledge. We are located in our new location, 231 FM 1092, Stafford, Texas, 77477. Class days and times have not changed, so Monday, Wednesday, 7 to 9, and Friday, 6 to 8, and Shabbat morning class, 10 to 2. Virginia, they're still located in the same location. Their class days are Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, 7 to 9. Rochester, if you want to get class in Rochester, New York, please hit up this number, 757-762-3917. And their class days are the same as Virginia's. San Antonio is keeping it popping in their same location. Their class days are Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday, Monday through Wednesday, Monday through Friday, 7:30 to 10 p.m. All right, well, actually, that you check us out on the Blog Talk Radio with Brother Mashaba and a wide variety of other teachers. We have other YouTube channels. If you subscribe to any of the YouTube channels, like this channel, you'll see all the other ones listed underneath it, like the 5 Minutes of Wisdom, the Israelite Media Corp, and so on. So check it out. Kids class, we do that here in Houston, live on Sundays at 1 p.m. We are planning for Passover, so start getting the funds together, getting so we can help secure the location. Also, for your garments, start putting some things to the side so when they start asking for the garment money for the Passover garments, you can just drop, because we don't want to wait till the last minute to get the garment money in. And then sisters barely able to finish garments, and we waiting all the way till the day of Passover trying to complete garments. So yeah, start saving up your money, get in early. All right. Israel still accepting orders if you want to get like a fringed up shirt or something custom, or subscribe to the uni garments. We got a class in we got Hebrew Academy here in Houston on Tuesdays. In Rochester, Virginia, we do it on Mondays. If you need to reach a priest or teacher, you can reach Priest Kazaki at 757-300-4074. Or you can reach Priest Quatazop 303-557-8979. Oh, is it not that?
You said 74.
Oh, excuse me. It should be on the screen. Yeah. Check out our business. You want to support online, you check out Sweet Ambiance. Keep you smelling good. You know, it's holiday season. Not like we celebrate them holidays, but, discounts. People getting extra money and bonuses from the jobs and stuff like that. So, come support. If you want to drop any donations or alms, you can put that in the Wells Fargo, or you can Cash App, or you can Zelle. We got a wide variety of ways of accepting any donations or alms or offerings. If you want to send any items to the school, please hit up Priest Quatazaki and he'll give you a good address. That's it for the announcements.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Good to be back. We had a good feast, right? Good 8 days of grubbing and chilling and unifying and getting together. So we back. We back in class mode.
Unifying the gym now.
Yeah, now we gotta all hit the gym. So we're all chubby now. Sisters did a hell of a job. Did a hell of a job getting us real thick. So yeah. So as y'all know, I did these classes right? The systematic destruction, right, of the black nuclear family in America. So this is going to be part 3, the final part. And in the first 2 parts, really just going into how America and the other nations that have us in captivity, they systematically destroyed the black family, the black and Hispanic family, by giving us these different incentives to not have families, right? They took away jobs. They deindustrialized different places that we were in. They offered up, food stamps as an alternative for a man's income. They offered, housing and those different things to women in exchange for them not to have men in their homes. And one of the big things that came about in the late 60s was the feminist movement, or the women's liberation movement, or sexual liberation movement, right? They got a few different names. And we kind of touched on it. We went into it about the 4 different phases that the feminist movement has. And, I was showing us that we're in phase 3, right? You got these different phases, and the phase 3 was really about a woman's sexual liberation, her being sexually liberated, allowing a woman to divorce, and basically the laws of divorce were changed to benefit women. When they did divorce a man, they would get the majority of his possessions. So you saw a lot of things happen simultaneously when laws and different movements started. You've seen a decline in marriage, right, amongst black folks from the 60s to about the 70s to now. You've seen this decline where we were married at 80%. Now we're married at, the single parent homes it's 80% single parent homes for the black community. 80% single parent homes, 80% of our children. And that's just, when they do these demographics, they're just talking about black people that consider themselves African American. That don't even add in Issachar, Ephraim. That doesn't even add in the other tribes, right, that are a part of these things too. So, just going through and showing how these different movements that they gave to the woman as a pacifier or as an alternative, really how it's having an effect now. We went through the stats showing that the majority of violent criminals come from single parent homes. Let me restate that. They come from single mother homes. Children that are more likely to be abused come from single mothered homes. 90% of your rapists that are violent rapists and violent criminals come from single mother homes. So really just showing that they did a great job of presenting, like how they like to do, gifts and booby prizes and the carrot on the stick. Mm-hmm. They gave this carrot, this golden carrot, and it looked all nice and shiny and new, right? With all these different incentives. But now is when we're starting to see, what are we starting to see now? What's the results of men being replaced with food stamps? Men being replaced with alternative lifestyles like homosexuality. What's the results? Who can tell me? Anybody? What do we see? What is the prime example of those movements? What do we see in the streets now? Anybody? Bueller? No.
We see a lot of young men being lost in the streets.
Okay.
Have no direction, no guidance. Same with young women in the streets.
Right.
Lost, no stability.
Right. We see this perpetual cycle of the last 70 years of a decline in any type of unity amongst our people. You see more, again, single mothers. You see high pregnancy in teens. You see a high crime rate amongst the youth. You see a high suicide rate amongst the youth. The product, you see a lot of our boys, right? And a lot of our men, with, the last 2 generations of men, they're real effeminate. Super effeminate, and the women are super masculine, right? And then you see this push for boss chicks, right? You have, right? They talk about them online, beta males, right? They're the secondary man to the alpha, and they cater to the boss chick, right? They like to have that aggressive, overly masculine woman, right? They like to be bossed around by that type of woman, and we understand that biblically. Listen, if you move the Bible to the side, just nature, look at it. Look at nature. Nature is always comprised of 2 parts: good and evil, yin and yang, right? Hot and cold. It's duality, right? Masculine and feminine. 2 feminines don't attract. 2 masculines don't attract. Listen, even when you deal with homosexuals, there's usually a more feminine. There's usually a more feminine man in the group, and with the women, there's usually they call them lipstick lesbians. Then you got the butch, because even they know you can't have 2 feminines or 2. It's not gonna coincide, even though their situation is totally wrong, right? It's totally against nature, but you see the premise that I'm running with. So, what I've been trying to show and really highlight is how the Black and Hispanic woman you've been given this charge of freedom, right? You've been given this liberation. You've been given the mantle to run with. You've been given all the power. But what's happening? It's too much for y'all to run with. It's too much for you to control. You can't do both. You can't be the man and the woman. You see that? It's too much for the women to contain. And what I'm going to go through in this class is showing just some more effects of all that power and all that control and all that. It's no longer let's be equal with men. It's now how can we be men? Let's overtake the men. Like, we got to be better than men. These days, women are about who's the better man. That's what women are on. These feminists, they're about who's the better man. So what we got to do is, how do we come back to order? How do we come back to the ebb and flow and to the natural order of things, right? So the first thing that we have to do to come back to any order, to fix anything, I kind of been on this thing lately. What's the first thing you have to do before you could actually fix a problem?
Acknowledge that there is a problem.
You have to acknowledge the problem. Sisters have to acknowledge that, wait a minute, we've been doing things wrong and out of order for the last 70 years. And listen, let's not act like the 60s was our golden time, because it wasn't. We've been doing things wrong for thousands of years. That's why we got to this point. But we have to literally sit back and acknowledge the problem. That, wait a minute, all these different movements and all these different pacifiers that they've given to the Black and Hispanic woman, they're not working. They're not working for the children. They're not working for the women. The men are just doing them. The only ones that's really not suffering are the men. Because men are just surviving, man. We're survivors, right? We just make it happen. When you control the world, when you run the world, and it's in your palm, how can you not survive? But everybody else around is suffering. So first we go to Isaiah 45:9. We have to acknowledge. So what's the issue, though? What is the issue? Not to acknowledge that there is an issue, but we have to acknowledge that women have been told for this whole amount of time to not be what the Most High created them to be. Right? That you're not a man. That it's not sexy to be masculine. There is no such thing as masculine and feminine energy in a woman. That's garbage. Either you're feminine or you're not. That femininity is not for men. Masculinity is not for women. See, we have to be shown, and women, it has to be erased out their head that, through condition, I have to be both. You were never both. Just because you were the only one, don't mean you were both. Just because there was no dad there don't mean that you became dad and mom. No, you were always mom. You could never be dad. Just like dad could never be mom. Y'all see this? So there has to be an acknowledgement that, wait a minute, I can't do both. I'm not masculine. I'm not equal with a man. I was not created to be the equal. So read Isaiah 45 and 9. I'll let you come in, but read Isaiah 45 and 9.
Isaiah chapter 45, verse 9.
Right?
Woe unto him
Right?
that striveth with his maker.
Go ahead.
Let the potsherd strive with the potsherds of the earth.
Yeah, you see that? It says, woe unto him that strive with his maker. Listen, sisters, y'all been catching woe for a long time. It just, a lot of women and a lot of people think, well, because I'm getting these subsidies and these benefits and, because I'm a woman, I get a little bit of a leeway. But that's been your very downfall, is that leeway, is that government crutch. That's been the downfall for a lot of women. It put women in a lazy cycle of, you know what, I'm going to sit around and let the government handle it. Think about how many generations been on welfare. They learned that from moms. Just sit around and let the government do it. No life skills, no job skills, no home skills. I'm going to just let the government do it. I'm going to let the government teach my children. I'm going to let the government babysit them. I'm going to let the government feed me. I'm going to let the government clothe me. We've been destroying ourselves through our own ignorance for the longest, just off of not wanting to play the roles. Men also, but just by not wanting to play the roles that the Most High literally carved us out to be. Right? Go ahead. What verse you at?
Verse 9.
Read.
Shall the clay say to him that fashioneth it, what makest thou?
Yeah, and that's what they taught you to do. Question. Wait a minute. Cook, clean. What? Girl, submit. Huh? Girl, that's chauvinistic. That's misogynist. Right? They give you these big words you can't spell, misogynist and chauvinistic, and you're like, see, women's liberation. Cooking and cleaning, that's for slave women. What is, you want me to be barefoot and pregnant in the kitchen? Not us. We're going to go out and be like men. But let's see how far it's gotten us. Go ahead.
Are thy work, he have no hand.
Read verse 10.
Woe to him
Right?
that saith unto his father,
Go ahead.
what begattest thou?
Yeah, it's like a child asking his father, what you beget me for? It's like a child questioning their father. Now, what would you do if your child just came up and you told them, hey, go wash the dishes, and they like, what for? And you would take a flat hand and open it real wide and catch the whole side of their cheek. Right? The whole side of their teeth just flying all the way out. Looking like a fight. Looking like Fight Club. Teeth just flying across the room, man.
Right.
Right? That's how you would handle that, because how dare you question me? I'm your maker. But now we know how the Most High feels. Now we know how the Most High feels about our women being duped into this mentality that, you know what? No, I am the man. No, you know what? I don't need the man. You know what? Family, that is not important. Career is more important. My job, my boss mentality is more important than building the black family. What the hell y'all think is going to be in the kingdom? What are we going to be building? Families. We're going to be having families, man.
Yes, sir.
Lots of them. Read on.
Are to the women, what hast thou brought forth?
Right, go to Romans
9 and 20.
9 and 20. Go to Romans 9 and 20. You know, we got to see, we all got to wake up on a level, man, but our sisters, you know why I've been going at this topic real hard? Because y'all don't see the importance, like how important you really are to nation building. I'm going to show you something about the feminist movement and these movements that they've given y'all. They've told you, they've basically told you forsake family. But then what does that do for a population down the line? Ooh, ain't nobody getting married, ain't nobody having kids like that. Look at white America. Look at the Europeans over there. They suffering. They can't reproduce. But America is about to start feeling that here pretty soon. And when you don't have population reproduction, you don't have consumerism, you have nobody to put in your armies and your militaries, you have no economy. China, go look at China with the one-child rule. Look at their economy. It's suffering. They got to put in another rule. Okay, y'all got to have 3 kids now. Guess what? People are like, hell no, we can't afford 3 kids. Y'all were right. We just going to have 1. Right? But it's hurting their economy. It's hurting their numbers. Go ahead, read where you at.
Romans chapter 9, verse 20.
Uh-huh.
Nay, but, O man, who art thou that thou repliest against God?
Yeah, and that's what we got to ask ourselves. That's what we all have to sit back and, who are we to reply against the Most High's orders? I created you for this. I created you for that. Well, I don't want to do that. Well, woe unto you. You don't want to do that? Okay, well, I got something for you. I got something for you. I got death, destruction, pestilence, depression. I got all these different ailments for you. Go ahead.
Shall the thing formed say to him that formed it, why hast thou made me thus?
And that's what they've taught us to do. That's another one of their devices. Question everything. Trust nothing.
Yeah.
Trust nothing. So what? We don't trust God? God's judgment? His judgment no longer is trustworthy? We got to question why we were made? They got us all questioned, but that's where now you can be a homosexual. Now you can change your gender. Because what are you doing? Well, you know what? I know God made me a boy, but I don't feel like I'm a boy. So I'm going to just go ahead and change that up because I want to do what I like. It's no different. You got a lot of women out here switch hitting with this feminism and with this masculinity. A lot of y'all are overly masculine, overly aggressive. You're like men disguised as women, taking on these masculine roles, this masculine mentality, and then you're wondering why we can't get ahead of a lot of our problems just in the black community. Now, the sad part about this is a Edomite problem because they done created things that now are affecting their people. And now they're like, wait a minute, hold up, wait, let's fix this, right? We gotta get back to nature, right? We gotta get back to the order, the natural order. I'm an alpha male, right?
It's always like that. Whenever they create a problem for us,
Yeah.
and then when it starts affecting their neighborhood, then it's a problem.
Then it's a problem. When it start hitting middle America, now it's a tragedy.
God.
You see that?
It's just an epidemic.
Yeah, that's what Eminem said, right? He did say it, right? Go ahead. Read Jeremiah 18 and verse 6. Go to Jeremiah 18 and verse 6. So I'm going through these bulk of scriptures just to show, wait a minute. We got to acknowledge that our women definitely got to acknowledge. And again, you know why I got to gear this towards the sisters is because y'all got the power. Listen, y'all got the mantle right now. Y'all got the power. Anything y'all want. There's some simp ass dude out there ready to give it to you. All you got to do is flash your boobs on TikTok. Man, that's such a demonic place. All you got to do is sit on TikTok in a bikini, and a nigga will drop bands. All you got to do is put your Cash App, throw on a bikini and put your leg up, and niggas will just start catering to you. They ain't doing that to us. We got to fight. We got to go to the gym. We got to eat right. We got to have good hair. We got to be 6 feet tall.
You gotta smell good.
You got to smell good. You got to have a six-pack. You got to have something going for you. A woman just got to smile and niggas start dropping. No matter what she look like. Because you got desperate-ass dudes out there.
Everything in this society is geared towards the woman.
Everything. And that's why, but now look at society. It's all in the woman's control, but look at it. The birth rate is out of control with single mothers. The death rate is out of control with abortions. The crime rate is out of control with single parented kids. It's chaos. So the question is, how is it working? If what they gave you was so good, look at the result and how is it working? How is it working for our communities when they're the worst communities on the map? They're the poorest communities on the map. They're the most destitute, unstable communities on the map. But they're all ran by women, the majority. The point is, it wasn't given for you to question why you don't have that authority from the beginning. You were supposed to help stabilize those communities, but with help from the man. Read on.
Jeremiah chapter 18, verse 6.
Right?
O house of Israel,
Right?
cannot I do with you as this potter?
Right. Can I not do with you as this potter? Can I not make you and know what I want to? Look, I want a cup. Well, you know what? I want to help meet for Adam. I want a man that's going to provide and hunt and be a man of the field and do all these different things and work with brass and do it. And you know what? I want a woman to support him. Don't he know what he's doing with the clay? Why are we questioning? And why have we let these nations take us out of our natural order of things? We have to look at the result. Go ahead.
Saith the Most High.
Right?
Behold, as the clay is in the potter's hand,
Right?
so are ye in my hand.
So are we in the hand of the Most High. He can form it to whatever he wants. Read.
O house of Israel,
Right?
at what instant I shall speak concerning a nation,
Right?
and concerning a kingdom, to pluck up,
Right?
and to pull down,
Go ahead.
and to destroy it.
Go ahead.
If that nation against whom I have pronounced turn from their evil,
Right?
I will repent of the evil that I thought to do unto
See,
them.
the Most High is saying, if you go back on questioning him and that evil that's been introduced, guess what he'll do? He'll ease up. He'll take his foot off our neck. Go ahead.
And at what instant I shall speak concerning a nation,
Uh-huh.
and concerning the kingdom, to build and to plant it.
Go ahead.
If it do evil in my sight, that it obey not my voice, then I will repent of the good, wherewith I said I would benefit them.
Go to Isaiah 10 and 15. Go to Isaiah 10 and verse 15. Go ahead.
Isaiah chapter 10, verse 15. Shall the axe boast itself against him that heweth therewith?
I mean, y'all get it yet? How can the axe boast himself against the one that's using the axe to chop wood? Basically, play your position. Play your part. But people take that negative, like, play your part. Why I gotta play my part? Nigga, because that's what you was created for. Somebody needs to swing you, and you need to cut the wood. Somebody got to be the wood. Somebody got to be the axe. Somebody got to be the one that swings the axe. Somebody got a part. Everything got a part to play. There's something you put the wood on to be cut.
Yep.
A tree stump, right? Mm-hmm. Somebody got to be the tree stump. Like there's different parts to play in this whole scheme of things. But when you start questioning and going against what we were created for, that's where the chaos comes in. Again, if men start questioning what they were created to do, man, I feel sorry for the world. If we start, and I'm just talking about just men as builders and pioneers and adventurers. If they stop doing that stuff, we'd be still in the damn dark ages. You'd be still trying to light fires with 2 stones. You'd be still trying to filter water through sand. Yeah, it's real though. Go ahead, read on.
Or shall the saw magnify itself against him that shaketh it,
Go ahead.
as if the rod should shake itself against them that lift it up?
Right, read.
Or as if the staff should lift up itself, as it were no wood.
Read on.
Therefore shall the Lord of hosts, send among his fat ones leanness.
Go ahead. He shall do what?
Send amongst his fat ones leanness.
Yeah, like when we was fat in the 60s, when our numbers were flourishing in the 60s, when we did that great economy that we talked about in the last couple of classes, and then he said, I'm going to send you leanness. Woo, we thin out here, man. The black community is thin and hurting, barely holding on by a thread. Go ahead.
And under his glory He shall kindle a burning, like the burning of a fire.
And that's what's going on. The Most High is systematically breaking us down even further, more than the white man could ever do. Why? Well, because we got away from the foundation. We decided to build our own foundation, do things the way we wanted to do it. See, these are the things that we got to acknowledge. That, wait a minute, the Most High got a foundation. Go to 1 Corinthians 3. That the Most High has a foundation. And that there's no need to try to build the foundation and the house. He already set the table. Go ahead, 1 Corinthians 3 and 10.
It's the book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 3 and verse 10.
Clear that out.
According to the grace of God,
Uh-huh.
which is given unto me as a wise master builder.
Go ahead.
I have laid the foundation.
Go ahead.
And another buildeth thereon.
Yeah, see, the foundation has been laid. How the Most High wants us to operate. He said it. Man shall not dwell alone. He didn't want you to operate as an independent woman. He didn't want you to operate as a boss chick. He didn't want you to operate as an independent man. He said, listen, be fruitful and multiply. Subdue the earth. Teach your families. Build communities.
Yep.
Just do it in my name. Go ahead.
But let every man take heed how he buildeth thereupon.
And this is what we got to acknowledge, that we didn't take heed how we built. We let somebody else build for us. We let somebody else offer us the building blocks to our homes. Most High said, build with this wisdom. We want to build with food stamps. He said, build with this knowledge. You want to build with money and jobs and guns and drugs. He said, listen, no, build it this way. And you said, nope, I want to do the opposite. No, we're going to give her the lead. So where are we at? Go ahead, read on.
For other foundation can no man lay than that is laid.
Go ahead.
Which is Jesus Christ.
See that? The foundation was Yahweh Shai. But what do we want to make our foundation? Again, money, drugs, just dealing with the class that we dealt with, these different movements, homosexuality, women's liberation. We wanted it to, Black Power movements, Black Panthers, Huey P. Newton, Malcolm X. We wanted our foundation to be those things, but how is that working out? All them foundations been dissolved into the ground. If it was a man, he's dead. If it was money, it's gone. If it was a job, it's gone. If it was land, it got repossessed and stolen. If it was a car, it ain't running. If it's a job, you unemployed. I'll go through the list.
That's true.
If it was drugs, you can't get high enough. If it was women, you can't get enough of them. And they hate you. We got to switch up the foundation. These are the things we have to acknowledge as a people.
Yeah.
That our foundational way of doing things is totally wrong. Read.
Now, if any man build upon this foundation,
Go ahead.
gold,
Right.
silver,
Right.
precious stones,
Go ahead.
wood, hay, stubble,
All suitable for building, right?
Right.
All suitable to glue them together or nail them together and let them prop them up. All suitable to build things with, but not all suitable to withstand that fire, that wind, that water. Go ahead.
every man's work shall be made manifest.
Go ahead.
For the day shall declare it, because it shall be revealed by fire.
Yeah, so when the fire came through our communities in the 60s, 70s, when the Black Wall Streets got burnt up, burnt down, when they was running through our communities in the 70s with police dogs and fire hoses, and we thought we were so unified, right? When they desegregated us, and we thought like, oh yeah, we got it. It burned through our communities, man. When they put that little rock, right? You know that little rock? Baking soda. I got baking soda, right? They put that little rock in the community. Look what it did to our communities, man. That was like that was like a hellfire going through the black and Hispanic community. When they put AIDS in our community, that's like a hellfire still plaguing our people today. Read on.
And the fire shall try every man's work of what sort it is.
Go ahead.
If any man's work abide which he hath built thereupon, he shall receive a reward.
Read.
If any man's work
And
shall...
let's be real, ain't none of our people been rewarded. Not that full reward, because ain't none of our work standing up. If you built on Christianity, Islam, the nation, the 5%ers, I'm a 5%er, I'm a God body, right? I'm an Afro-Asiatic, super casualistic, expialidocious type Negro. Well, how is that helping? How is that helping? And where did you learn that? More than likely in jail. You was a jail 5% supercalifragilistic expialidocious nigga. Then you got out and you just became a criminal again. You learn Islam in jail and it's like, la salam alaikum, my brother. And then you get out and it's like, stick 'em up, my brother.
Yep.
How did it help?
That is so true.
How did it help? It didn't. It didn't help us. All the different things that have been pumped to us. Look at it now. All questionable. The only thing we can't question is this wisdom. And you know why? First of all, we're barely just now trying it. We're barely just now diving in and seeing like, oh, taste and see that the Lord is good. Oh, damn, he is good. Damn, that does work. Not the Christian church thing, but man, that Israelite thing, it works. We're just now tasting of that, right? And the more we dive in and the more we dip our minds into this book, the more we see this is the way. This is the way. Jesus is the way, my brothers, right? This is the way. This is the way. But everything else is you'll see. It's just gonna burn around us. Go ahead, read on.
If any man's work shall be burned,
Right?
he shall suffer loss.
And that's what we've been doing for generations. We've been losing. Our children been losing. The men been losing. And you sisters, y'all think y'all been gaining. The black woman in America swears up and down like her 4 degrees and her independence, she's gaining. But guess what? She's also the most unhappy person on the planet.
Yeah.
Listen, black women are the most disgruntled, the most aggy, the most ornery, the most petty people, especially the single ones. They say that single parents are the most unhappy people on the planet. Single parents.
Wow.
Single parents, just in general. There's more black single mothers than any other parent on the planet. So who's the most unhappy people on this planet? They taught y'all to be single mothers. That was another way. Y'all just, have fun in college, pump out a child, and just wing it. A good man will come along when you hit 40, help you raise them. It's terrible, but that's what's been taught. College is all about sexual liberation for women. They say that's ground zero for feminism for women. College. They teach them how to be strictly independent, to be independent of any man. Right? So, go to Isaiah 30. The foundation was laid, but we chose a different foundation. We chose what our oppressor wanted for us. We chose the things that they said was good. The sad part is they don't even choose the things that we chose. In the majority, they don't choose single motherhood. They don't choose to be independent boss women. They like, shit, I need me a man. You know what I mean? These damn white women out there talking about, hell no, I need me a man. Remember, we go to college to go have fun, have sex, and get high. They go to college to get married, to find them a little man that's on the come up. You go to college in case the man you get with leaves you, so you can have something to fall back on. Fear. We teach our women fear. I'll get into that in a moment. But read Isaiah 30.
Book of Isaiah, chapter 30. Woe to the rebellious children,
Go ahead.
saith the Lord,
Read.
that take counsel, but not of me.
And this is what we've been doing for generations. Oh, what they got to say about it? Well, you know, the Lord says, but man, it's too many it's too hard. There's too many laws. It's just, how can I keep up with all that? I gotta wear that. I gotta act like that. But they said I can do whatever I want. If I want to spread my legs on the internet and digitize my crotch, I can do that. And get paid, I'm going with them. I'm going with them because ain't no man gonna tell me what to do. Right? Ain't no nigga gonna tell me what to do. Right? But they're not even using that counsel. The nations are not even using that counsel. We the only ones, man. Our women are the only women on this planet talking about they don't need no man. And they can do all good by themselves. But they're dying alone, like, listen. They say, go get you a dog. Or become a cat lady. Or a hoarder, because that's all you're gonna have. The problem with our women is they want to be single mothers, and then they think that their kids are gonna come back and take care of their ass when they alone. Your kids got your own life to live. I wouldn't want my kids to come back and have to suffer with me because I didn't know how to do things the right way from the jump. But that's what we teach our kids. Oh no, I'm gonna kick you out, but then you're gonna come back and take care of me when I'm old. Because I didn't want to do the right thing. I didn't want to know how to deal with a man. I didn't want to get along with your father.
Dang.
Man, listen, my mom is living that, right?
God.
His mom is living that. His mom is almost living that, right? I got aunts living that. I got aunts living that. My grandma and them didn't live that because they were like, nah, listen, we gonna respect our husbands. But I got aunts living that. I got my mama. She ain't got no man. She damn near in her 60s, suffering, busting her ass every single day, trying to pay rent.
Yeah.
Trying to pay rent. And I'm like, damn. But when I look at her, I'm like, oh, you was the hard-headed, rebellious, independent. Like, she would literally say, I don't need no man. She was that type of woman. Like, I'm going to just do me. I'm going to do what I want when I want. No one can tell me stuff. But now I see the results. But when she's going through it, who's she on the phone with? Her son, who is a man. The only one that got a clear head on him to give her any type of, hey, you should do this or you should do this. I'm not supposed to be doing that. Her man's supposed to be doing that. Whatever man she's supposed to be with. You see what I'm saying? But she didn't learn how to what? She didn't learn how to get along with men. She wasn't taught. She was broken away from the nest early, so she didn't get those jewels that her mom had. That was the problem with my mom. She left Jamaica too quick in her before her teens. So she didn't get that upbringing that her mom had for her. You see that? That she didn't get to see her dad and her mom agree together on a majority level. So she comes to America and what? I want to be like the Americans. I want their counsel. Yes, please. Give me a double dose of that. Now you got a damn double dose of lonely. Lonely, almost 70 years old, killing herself. Killing herself to pay some raggedy ass rent in New York. I don't feel bad. I don't feel bad for her. I'm just like, hey, that's what you wanted. That's what you had. Read.
Is that covering what they covering?
Right?
But not of my spirit.
Go ahead.
That they may add sin to sin.
Because it's never a spiritual covering with our people. It's always carnal. It's always carnal with our people, man. Our women, it's always something carnal that you chase. The type of man you look for is carnal. The type of reasoning for why you want that man, carnal. The why you want this type of job, carnal. It's never anything beneficial. It's never anything you can use spiritually. The same thing with our men. Every woman you chase, why you like her? Man, look at her eyes, huh? Look at her curves, brother.
I never heard someone say the eyes.
I like eyes. Look at her teeth, huh? Look at her. Look at her eyes, the other ones. Look at her other eyes. Her shirt eyes. Right? Go ahead and read.
Verse 2. That walk.
Go ahead.
Kind of caught with y'all a little late, huh?
Yeah, they got that one late. Read on.
That walk to go down into Egypt and have not asked at my mouth.
They have not, and that's the problem. We ain't asking the Lord. We ain't asking the Most High. Yahweh, what should we do? We letting the white man dictate what we should be doing. And they're not even doing what they're dictating to us. That's the sad part. Their women are submitting to them. I think I asked this question before. Or I made this statement. The white woman belongs to the white man. The Arab woman belongs to the Arab man. Chinese woman belongs to the Chinese man. Japanese woman belongs to the Japanese man. Who does the black woman belong to? She don't belong. She belongs to the streets. She a 304. She belongs to the streets. You know why? Because she don't want to belong to nobody. That's what our women are being trained to do, is not belong to anyone, not belong to their men. I'm independent. I can do it all by myself. I don't need you. All the other societies is like, hold up, wait a minute, pause. We need our men, and our women are the only ones that's like, nah, you know what? I'm gonna put you niggas on the back burner, do my thing, and then I'll come back when I'm used up and dry. What counsel is that? Where is that biblically? What woman did you ever read in the Bible that did that? Let's read.
To strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh.
See, because we think that the strength is coming from Pharaoh. We think that what America has to offer, that liberation, that freedom of choice. You think that's a strength, but that's your actual weakness. That's the actual demise, is that y'all got too many choices. Women have too many choices.
Too many choices.
Y'all got too much to choose from. When it was simple, Jean Cleaver was so happy. She just bopped around her little house, dusting. She knew what she had to do. Wake up, make sure the kids was good, make sure the husband was good, make sure the house was took care of, make sure that everything was in order. When everybody came home, they was happy. She went to bed, dealt with her husband, woke up, did it again. Simple. Y'all start getting choices and look at the damn world. It's chaotic. Because now you can be a man, you can be a woman, you can be a 4-year-old, you can be a dog, you can be an elephant, you can be this, you can be a stripper, you can be a model, you can be everything that the Most High said that you're not. It's crazy. What's your career? What's the one that they on now? What's your career? OnlyFans. That's a career? Oh damn.
No, the career I heard today was sugar baby.
Oh, sugar baby.
Yeah.
You could be a sugar baby. You could be an OnlyFans model. You could be an Instagram hoe, a bottle girl. You could be a bopper. You could be a thought. You could be. There's so many. There's so many choices, but ain't none of them rooted in wisdom. Ain't none of them beneficial because they run out. They have a time. They have a time limit on them after a while, and they're all contingent on what? What is most of the things that they tell a woman to do in this society contingent on? What? Her looks and her body. And then when it starts to droop, oh, you just go get you a BBL. Just go get you a BBL, girl, and make your ass look like everybody else's that got a BBL. It's like a standard little cutout. It's like a cookie cutter. The lips, the butt, the breasts, everything, the high cheeks. Everyone looks like Kim Kardashian or Kylie Jenner. Like, it's insane.
It's like a molding that they.
It's a mold. It's a mold. It's insanity. You just a cookie cutter woman with nothing to offer, and then you wonder. We're wondering why our societies are in the tank. Read on.
And to trust in the shadow of Egypt.
And to trust in the shadow of Egypt. Read.
Therefore, shall the strength of Pharaoh be your shadow.
Yeah, all that strength that Pharaoh was giving you, girl, you got it. Run with that. Run with that independence. It's your shame. It's actually your demise and destruction. Because all them choices, all that power, it's depressing, sisters. You know why? Because now you got to be now the expectation is higher. Why is it higher? Because now you got to go excel at a career and be somebody's mama. And if you dare to have a man, you better know how to cook something. So you got to kill yourself on a 9 to 5. My bad, a 9 to 9, right? Because ain't no 9 to 5s no more, right? There's no 9 to 5s. Everything's 12-hour jobs, right? Then you got to come home and be a woman. You got to literally come home and take care of a family, if it's even in you, if you ain't too tired. There's a higher expectation for women now. But this is what y'all wanted, right? Free us. Let us be equal. Liberation. Let us have sex with whoever we want to have sex with. Let us abort babies at a high rate. Let us take the pill. This is what y'all wanted. Right? Who said that? The Gladiator? What did he say? Wait, Gladiator? Are you not entertained? Right? This is what y'all asked for with your so-called freedom. See, you didn't know what you was asking for 70 years ago. Mm-hmm. Now, women are 2 times more likely to be depressed than men. Women are at a higher rate more unhappy than men. Why? Well, there's a few different factors. Because those same women that are super independent and don't want no man in it, no man wants them. So you get all, the most depressing thing is when you get super dressed up. You put on your Rihanna makeup to the T. You do all your highlights and contours, right? You got your weave hanging all the way down to your ankles. You went and got a whole BBL kit. Your nails is this long, right? Your eyelashes is batting and you fanning fires. And you step outside and nobody acknowledges you. That gotta be depressing. You do all that work just to look like the next chick. And then you want men are not approaching women anymore. Yeah, because we tired of it. We tired of y'all. Truthfully, men are tired of women. They're tired of getting rejected by these women that have nothing to give. Men are tired of it. Y'all getting dressed up, now y'all gotta shoot y'all shot. And thirsty cats, they'll open up the basket and be like, yeah, you scored. I'm trying to reject shots. Don't shoot at me. I want to reject something. Just so y'all see how I feel. No, not right. No. Yeah. Treat you like Dikembe. Just reject your deposit, homie.
That's how it was. I did a Matumbo to somebody.
You gotta hit somebody with the Matumbo.
Block the shot.
No, right? Extra long finger. Right? But this is the way of society. This is what's happening now, though. The shame is the strength is now the shame. Oh, we can do what we want, but now we can do so much of what we want. We don't know what to do, and the natural thing that was in us to do, since we're not doing that, we're unhappy. Think about it. There's only a very small percentage of people that are fulfilled with a career. Does anybody know who Candace Owens is? Anybody heard of her? You heard of her? Mm-hmm. I don't know really.
Julite lady.
Yeah, Julite chick. I really don't know.
She speaks the truth, but she wishes she was white. She's very pro-America, but she speaks the truth.
But she goes in. Mm-hmm. She's like, listen, I own businesses. I got this. I got that. She said, the only thing that gives me joy. She's interviewing with a white man. She's like, listen, I sat with the president and had lunch. She said, the only thing that ever gives me joy is when I go home and I cook for my husband. I was like, whoa, who is this? Who is this woman talking like this? She was like, that's the only thing that gives me joy is to take care of my family. She said, all the career stuff is there, but it doesn't bring me no fulfillment. Yeah. That's why women are depressed. That's why y'all are so damn angry and upset and ornery. You go up to the nice young little chick and you try to say hi to her and she got the resting bitch face. Why is that even a thing? Why is that a thing with women? Like, that's just me. No, it ain't. You created that whack persona. You're upset deep down because you're not being fulfilled. It's like a person in the Christian church. Deep down there's a hole in your spirit because you're not getting that full, like that gusto of the word. You're like, there's something missing. And pastor be bringing it, but It's just something missing. And then you sit down in them seats and it's like, you're like, oh, yeah, got it. Got it. That's what Pastor was missing. That's what a lot of sisters are missing. A lot of women are missing. Y'all are missing what the Most High created you to do. Y'all are missing what the Most High created a man to do for you. So, I was, anybody know who Lou Dobbs is? Lou Dobbs, y'all remember Lou Dobbs?
Can I get one?
Oh, go ahead, go ahead.
Just real quick, Matthew chapter 7, verse 13.
That's her husband.
Is he Edomite?
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
And the scripture came to my mind when he was saying,
Yo, what did she do?
one of the problems was there was
She's
so
actually
many,
dope.
too many choices.
Yeah, she
So
was
many
it.
choices.
She was trying to be like
Instead of
senator or
going
something
back
like that.
to the way the Most High
Yeah,
created
she's like a
things to
senator.
be. Watch, read this Matthew chapter 7, verse
she's dope. She
13.
speak the truth.
Matthew chapter 7, verse 13.
She goes in.
Enter ye in at the straight gate.
Okay, so it's one straight gate. One way that things work. Read.
For wide is the gate, and broad is the way that leadeth to destruction.
So there's another way that's wide and broad, and it's full of options and full of choices. You can be the boss lady, you can be the sugar baby, you can be the chick on Bis and Ned, you can be the chick climbing the corporate ladder. There's all these other ways, but where does it lead?
To destruction.
It leads to destruction. And what's not realized is in the beginning, it's alluring. It sounds good. It feels good. Oh, I got some power. I got some independence. I can do what I want. But it says the end is destruction. And then, so while you're going on this path, rejecting man after man, living it up, using beta males, rejecting the ones that don't got enough money for you, appeasing the boss so that you can climb up the ladder, the end thereof ends in destruction. Divorcing that husband because, you know what, he just wasn't as exciting anymore. The way thereof ends in destruction. They don't appear immediately.
Can I read this real quick?
Yes, sir.
LaShawn said, I know I lost a good man. All he wanted from me was to listen to him and take care of our children. I'm still paying for that mistake.
Damn.
Yeah, because usually once you lose them early, you never get a second chance.
Yeah.
Because let's be real, as women age, it's harder to get the type of man you're looking for. It just is. You better stick to that one that you got that was riding with you when you was young and keep trying to ride that out. Not a lot of women get that rebound and get actually a good man that's going to want to take on children and take on all their psychological problems and take on all that baggage. It just don't happen at a high rate. The remarry rate for women, for black women, is a lot lower than white women. Remember, 1 in 4 black women in America will marry in their whole entire life. 1 in 4. That is insane to me. Because y'all are not taught to walk that straight gate. Y'all are taught, you know what? No, what you do is you can just cut through the grass. There's doo-doo in the grass. And you stepping all in it. Walking through the house, feet smelling like, who doo-dooed on the carpet? Wasn't me. You got poop all over your shoes, man. Because you cutting through the grass and cutting through and making shortcuts. Trying to shortcut through life. Most High didn't set it up like this. Yeah, we got to see it. So, were you done?
No.
Oh,
We
go
don't.
ahead.
And many there be which go in thereat.
Go ahead.
Because straight is the gate,
Read.
and narrow is the way, which leadeth unto life.
That leads to what?
Life.
If you want to have a good, happy life, successful life, you better get hooked up. Hook yourself up with that man that's on that straight path of life. Instead of left swiping them. Read on.
Yeah, because truth be told, men need women and women need men.
Con.
Bottom line, we need each other. We just don't need y'all the way y'all are right now. We just really don't. We don't need masculine women. We don't need women that are so strong that they can replace us, and all it takes is 2 AA batteries.
Dude.
We don't need that. That's why a lot of women ain't get. A lot of women are lonely. Go ahead.
Read.
And few there be that find it.
It says, few be that find it. So only it's a remnant. That's how narrow this path is. Just like how Quadazat was bringing out when he says that the opportunities of remarrying lessens, and it's dramatically less for our community. When you're young, the opportunities are more vast. As you're getting older, the opportunities slim. That's why few find it. It's very rare.
I'm gonna hit y'all with a Kevin Samuels question. Name one product on the market that gains value with use.
Ooh.
One product on the market that gains value with use.
Yes.
One product. Name something that a product that gains value the more you use it.
There's nothing.
Can you buy a car?
No.
There's guess what? Nothing.
Yeah, nothing.
But women be like, oh well, my experiences. Oh well, but I'm 40 and used up. Nah, you lose value, sis. You lose value. You lose value. Like it just is what it is. You got to take advantage of that value. We're gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about it.
Last one. Last verse. 15.
Beware of false prophets.
Now the false prophets are the ones that brought the women's liberations, has brought the false prophet is the homegirl on the block, the single one that see you in a good relationship and is giving you advice on how to get you out of your good relationship.
Hell yeah, your mama, your single mom, your single aunt, your single granny.
Con.
Man, stop listening to them. Get rid of your single friends if you got any.
They are the false prophets in this instance. Read.
Which come to you in sheep's clothing.
It says they come in what?
In sheep's clothing.
Girl, I'm just trying to help you out.
No, she's trying to get your man.
Girl, he shouldn't be talking to you like that. Why you got to put on a dress all the time?
You know what the coldest thing even about that? You know what the coldest thing about like women that are older now? Women in their 50s and their 40s?
Mm-hmm.
They're literally in competition with the young chicks. So they're giving them this garbage ass advice.
Con.
They're giving them garbage advice to ruin their relationship so they can be with their men. You got moms destroying their daughter's relationship so she could be with her man.
Yeah, they come in sheep's clothing. But what? What are they really?
But inwardly, they are ravening wolves.
They hungry. They
Yep.
thirsty to have what you got.
Yep.
And that's all. When you said the options, it made me think about this.
Let me read this real quick. So Lou Dobbs, he was an anchor for like Fox News or something. He had his own show. They canceled it way back. This was a report they did from 2009. All right, I know it's a little bit dated, but this is the thing. It's gotten worse since 2009. So basically, it's called What Women Want. And they did a study out of Pennsylvania seeing, basically they were charting the happiness of women and that women are becoming more unhappy. So I'm going to read a little bit of the transcript. It says, read it, yeah.
Okay, Lou Dobbs.
Just read the red part.
The feminist movement in this country promised women once that they could have it all.
Right.
A successful career.
So you can have a career,
Financial success.
which is independent woman. Go ahead.
And a family.
And you can take care of the family. Now, first of all, no man can serve two masters. You can't. Listen, you got to be a damn superwoman to do all those things efficiently. There's no way to have a budding career and literally take care of a whole family unless you're a superwoman. And a lot of our women are lazy. All right, let's be real. They either know how to do one thing or the other. Their minds, they're not multitaskers. Go ahead.
But now a controversial new study by the University of Pennsylvania suggests that women are less happy than men, despite all the progress that women have made since the 1970s.
See that? Your strength has become your shame. All that power, and y'all are unhappy. Why? Because nothing in there said what you were created to be. right? Nothing in there said what the Most High created the woman to be for the man and vice versa, right? Jump to where we look across all age groups.
Okay. We look across age groups.
Right.
Across marital status.
Right.
Across labor force participation.
Go ahead.
Across whether you have children or not.
Go ahead.
And we find that there is not a particular group of women who have become less happy.
Go ahead.
But rather, all women across all of these categories have become less happy over time relative to men.
You see that? So it don't matter marital status, children or no children. They said women all across the spectrum are less happy. Well, why? Well, let's jump down to this article I found. Why the modern woman is an unhappy woman. Right? Why the woman is an unhappy woman. This was written by a black man. I forget his name, but you could always look up the article. So read this.
The largest factor that is affecting the happiness of women.
Go ahead.
Is the bad messaging they are receiving throughout popular culture.
Right.
That dictates their strategy for dating.
Right. See, pop culture or what's popular in society tells a woman to do what? Early. Be free, be liberated, give your flower to every man. Let him pick up your rosebud. Let him smell the geraniums, right? Any man. But don't commit to no man. No, don't do that. No. Let him know. Let him pluck that flower, but don't commit. Don't commit. Because you're too young. Because you're 19, you're 20, you're too young, girl.
Oh, I used to hear that when I was young. You
gotta
play the field still.
Yeah, you gotta play the field when you're young, girl.
You know what's cold is I remember when I was working at FedEx. It was this older Israelite lady. She was in her 60s.
Oh my God, it's
And
always them.
She was like,
It's always them.
she was a what do they call it? The cat.
She's a cougar. He said a cat lady. What the hell? She was Michelle Pfeiffer.
And she was like, oh, so you got a girl? I was like, yeah. We lived together and everything. She was like, how old are y'all? I was like, we're 19.
Y'all too young.
She was like, wait, why are y'all shacking up? Why are you shacking up? She was like, see, you tripping. Y'all shacking up already? I was like,
when are we supposed to do it? When we're 50?
But see, this is the funny thing. She was 60 and
single.
She hasn't had a man in forever. She was living the cougar life.
You know why? Because when it was time in her teen or 19, 20, there was good men there. And what did she do? Nah, nigga.
Ain't shacking up.
Listen, I'm about to go live my life. YOLO. I'm about to go get into the club for free, get drinks poured down my throat, get drunk and sleep with a dude in the bathroom stall. That's what I'm going to do.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Their viewpoints on what a modern relationship should look like.
Right.
Let's say she's in her 20s.
Go ahead.
And she wants a serious relationship.
Go ahead.
Her difficulties with finding a secure and masculine man are due to her poor strategy of finding men.
Right, because everybody's now what? TikTok. Not TikTok. Tinder. It's mad dating apps out there to swipe right. Yeah. It's all about hooking up. Right? But really, and this is going to go into it, listen, women are not taking the time to vet men. Not that the women should be doing it, but they daddies should be vetting the men. Women aren't taking the time to introduce their hookup, because nobody wants to introduce their hookup
Nope.
to their family, right? Mm-mm. But remember the time when you actually brought a boy home or a chick? I remember I used to bring girls to the house to meet my mom. I remember this. Not to smash. I would bring girls to the house so they could meet my mom. I remember. Even I remember when I was like 25, man, and I had brought a girl back to meet moms. Why? Because you want that family approval. You want that approval. You're looking for she's good or she's bad. He's bad or he's good. Right? But nobody's doing that no more. Everybody's hiding relationships. One minute you with this person, the next minute you're not, then you're with this next person. Or you're with two people simultaneously because both the apps went off at the same time. We both matched. That's how they living. But how did it get this far? Well, because generations and generations said, you know what? Marriage ain't important no more. When you start telling that, oh, I could do it by myself, then it's no longer the institution. And listen what I'm saying, because I don't want y'all to get it mixed up like I'm talking about Esau marriage. The reason why I'm using Esau marriage in this, is because those numbers are important. It showed the level of how much we actually unified as a family, right? Now, we know that we don't believe in the whole, you got to go get a piece of paper and do all that to be married, right? We know what the Bible says, and being married in the eyes of the Most High is more important than some paper. Okay. We get that, right? But we still hold ourselves as a standard. So if they took a statistic, they're not going to throw us in there because there's nothing to really throw us in there by or measure it by. So I'm using Esau's way of marriage, the documentation, because you can track it and you can see, wait a minute, how come that's declined?
If I could say this too, you are using that, but with my little going on 8 years being in the truth, I still see a lot of this is still a problem. Esau's paper or not, you still see a lot of couples that divorce.
Yeah,
you still see a lot of separation in the truth, and it's because of what we're going over a lot of the times. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
It's because the woman not wanting to play her
role,
position or play her order. So
you better play your position.
So Esau's marriage license. It's funny. I look at the truth and I'm like, man, you would think that the ratio of, because we have the Most High's wisdom now, you would think that our percentages will go up, and it hasn't gone up like that with just my time being in the truth. It's a few. So
Because we still see retarded ass brothers getting with retarded ass women, knocking them up, having twins, having triplets, having quintuplets, and then leaving them. That ain't my babies. We still see the retardism because the lack of wisdom. So what he's saying, we're able to gauge it in our small little microcosm of a school, right, or schools, but Esau's gauging it off of his paperwork. So that's why I'm talking about it like that, and just showing that even the institution that our people were in, because we were all an Edomite institutionalized, right? Mm-hmm. We start to break away from that. That's why I'm using that institution of marriage that way. Go ahead.
Or understanding what a good long-term partner is.
See, no understanding of what a real man is. Why? Because ain't no daddy around. Mom ran him off.
Sure.
Mom, with her damn mouth, ran him off. Couldn't agree, so she ran him off. Because a lot of men ain't gonna sit around and deal with a lot of talking, a lot of nagging, a lot of accusation, a lot of this, a lot of that. A man is gonna be a man. And a woman, when she, a lot of men peel. Go ahead.
Part of the reason that many women have a hard time selecting a man for long-term success is because they don't value the honest opinion from their fathers and brothers.
I don't need no man. I'm independent. I don't need no man. I'm independent. Go ahead.
There was a reason that previous generations of women would bring their potential partners home to meet their parents.
Why? Because you were looking for the approval. You were looking to see, is this man a good fit? Does I respect my brother, my father? Remember, what did Rebecca do? When the servant came and handed her the jewels and the earrings, she took them right to her brother and her uncle. To the men, so they can discourse the matter and deal and sort it out. Oh yeah, this is from the Most High. You gotta go. Okay, cool. Go ahead.
Part of the reason was for their fathers to vet the man and expose any potential bullshit
right
that his daughter is blind to because She's operating with her emotions.
Because she's doing what?
Operating with her emotions.
See, women are unhappy because everything they do is through their emotions.
Yeah.
Everything is rooted in emotion first. And then, after a while, you become logical. You start to use logic. But think about it. How many niggas got to hurt you for you to become logical? Now I got to guard myself. After the 10th guy. Done hit and quit. Smash and dash, right? You've been used and abused, and now you're so guarded. You're bitchy. Excuse my language, but a lot of women are, man. You're sassy. Don't you know that I'm gonna show you something about Esau, how they use your sassiness against even us. They think about it when you call like customer care. Customer care is supposed to be nice, wholesome, right? People, oh, how you doing today, Mr. Quadazat? Right? How's your day going? Here to help, right? You get on the phone, thanks for calling TC, thanks for calling Wells Fargo. Can you hold? Like, wait, what? Huh? Who the fuck? Like, what's your, okay, yeah, I'm calling because, listen, we don't handle that here. Let me transfer you. And you just, it's like, wait a minute, what is going on here? Whatever you call think about it. You call a lot of financial institutes, you call a lot of revenue services, you get bitchy, sassy, ornery women. Because Esau uses those type of women to guard their money. Because they know when you get on the phone with them, they're going to be just very garbage and disgusting with you. And you're not going to be able to get through to what you need to get through for. They put those women in place for a reason. They ain't stupid. It's like sassiness is a weapon against the man. And they put these type of women in them jobs. Customer care ain't customer care. Nursing ain't nursing. Ain't no bed. I talk about it. Ain't no bedside manner. It's like they want you to get the hell up out the hospital and not get treated. We gonna put the most disgruntled RN, the most disgruntled CNA, the chick that just got all the just anger, and we just gonna make her check you in. You gonna be like, damn, this is my experience. Remember when a nurse used to wear the all white, the little cap? Now I'm going back into like some place that I never even lived in. I went back all the way to Captain Rogers' day. That nigga was born in the 50s. Remember they wore the nice little cap. They wore the little nurse shoes, the white stockings.
My ribs still do.
I know. I see her.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But then remember, and Angela has a beautiful personality and a good attitude. But remember when their attitudes matched the white that they wore? They had the little red cross on right here. And how you doing? How you doing today, Mr. McGunn? Do you need anything? Let me fluff your pillows, right? Do you need help to go into the restroom? Are you hungry? Let me spoon feed you some Jello, right? Oh. They used to feed you Jello. Damn it! Now they can't wait to get you up out the bed. They don't even want to check you in. Yeah, they just throwing the Jello at you, nigga, feed yourself. Like what the? But why? Because they're taking disgruntled women and putting them in these positions of care. There is no care. Because these women are all hurt. They're all aggy. They're all upset. They all been used, abused, man. You find rare ones. I'm not saying all. I know it sound like I'm talking to all women, but I'm not. And if I feel like it's coming at you, check yourself before you wreck yourself. Read on.
While her father is operating on logic.
See? Because let's be honest. Real men, a man of wisdom is going to operate on logic before emotion. Men operate on logic before emotion. That's why women need men. Because we operate first logically. We let y'all get emotional. And we sitting back like, what the hell's the problem? And you're like, you're not emotional enough. You're not crying with me. And I'm like, well, because I'm trying to figure out what the hell's going on. Somebody got to be cool-headed. But you're like, no, cry with me first, and then we'll fit. No, sis. Let's figure it out, and then we can cry later if we need to. You can, right? Cry later if you need to. Right? I'll hold you. Right? But it's logic, man. We're looking at the logical thing. Like, wait a minute. He smokes. And a woman is like, oh, he smokes. He's cool. He's a bad boy. He's a bad boy. He has tattoos. He's a bad boy. Oh, I can't wait to do a tattoo class. I can't wait. I've been thinking about it. I'm ready. I'm ready. Right? He has tattoos. He's a rebel. And we looking at that like, oh, this nigga's an insubordinate. He ain't got no rules. He's a rebel. Yes, he is a rebel. So how can he? But is he stable?
They say it's sexy.
Oh, it's sexy, but is he got "I love you, mom" and it's spelt wrong? Okay, so he's also illiterate. That's who you want to get with? Hell nah. Next. See, we're looking at the things logically, like, wait a minute, and we're knocking down all the check marks, right? We're actually measuring that guy up to us. Any man, when my daughters get old enough, that they bring to me, because that's what they're gonna have to do is bring any man to me. I'm gonna measure him according to me, and say, okay, what do you think about this? Like, rap to him. What you think about this? What you think about this? What you think about this? Multiple convos. It ain't just one vetting process. There's many vetting processes. It's a time thing, but that's why the betrothal was so important, because that's when we vetted men. Ain't nobody being vetted. So y'all getting in these relationships, getting ran over, getting left with babies, and then now it's the man's fault. No, but you picked him. All men are garbage. You picked the garbage. You let the garbage in between your legs. He shot the club up, and you left there holding the bag, holding the bump. And it's men's fault? You picked wrong. Go ahead.
The father and brother are the only men in the woman's life that isn't trying to sleep with them.
Facts. Read.
Making their advice even more valuable than the so-called male friend that is waiting in the weeds to get a chance to cash in on his patience.
Yeah, because you got those they call them male orbiters. They orbit that woman. Beta male orbiter. They orbit around in the friend zone waiting for the smash and dash. Waiting for her to break up or go through some hard time. Girl, let's go eat some popcorn together. Oh, let's go. Oh, you need somebody to talk to? I'm here. I'm here. Like, what?
Oh, man.
He was just waiting.
I got just real life examples. Like, I talk to these people.
Come on.
I talk to these people.
Let's finish it, man. Come on, let's finish it.
Dude was 40 years old, still trying to wait.
Just orbiting around a woman. Beta male orbiter, just orbiting like a damn satellite. With nothing to do.
While she shopping in Victoria's Secret.
Oh, man. Let's finish this up.
Ooh, gone.
I told y'all was gonna have some fun. I think I said that. I didn't say that. Go ahead. I didn't say that. Captain.
This is the end result of feminism.
Right.
One of the main.
Oh, right. This is I wrote this.
Okay.
Basically, the end results of feminism to destroy the families. You were given all the liberties, but it's taking you out of the natural course. This is the end result. The end result is your happiness has been compromised. Your true happiness, your true joy, your true nature. I mean, let's think about it. What is a woman's nature? What is the natural thing for a woman to do? What is it?
Get married.
No, go ahead, Derek. What is in her nature to do?
To get married, have kids.
Right? Children. What else?
To be the nurturer.
Thank you. To nurture something. Well, I'm nurturing my career. Okay, well, what happens when you get all the degrees and there's nothing else to nurture? You were supposed to be nurturing yourself, how to deal with somebody to be able to get something to nurture. See, you miss out on the thing that is really going to bring you real fulfillment. Like, can I ask y'all a question? Because this has been messing with me for a while. Why is it so looked down upon if a woman says she's a stay-at-home mom? Why is it so looked down upon? Or she's the better term was homemaker. Why is it so, why is that so looked down upon? Anybody? Got an idea? I'm still trying to figure out why that's so looked down upon when in actuality, this is my humble opinion. for a woman to raise 4 or 5 kids, respectable kids, right? Kids that have ambition, that are motivated, kids that have respect, to have a happy husband, to walk into that woman's house and it's ordered delicately, beautifully, right? It's just like, man, you could tell somebody took pride in this home. I think that's the greatest, I think that's one of the greatest things that anybody can do, is to be able to administer that level of nurture to other people and raise good individuals. Like, I don't see why that's such a bad thing, and why women were like, that's not enough for us. But you see why it should have been enough? Because now you got the whole damn world and you're imploding under it. While men are doing what? Guess what men are doing? We're doing what we've always been doing. Being men. Well, some of us are turning into women. Some of us are turning into homos. But the majority of men are just carrying on, drinking beers, watching the game, right? Living life, jumping out of airplanes, doing adventurous things. I'm talking about Edomites now, not us, right? Chasing bulls and dart fishing and all types of stuff like that, right? Hunting, dipping themselves in deer piss, right? The men are just carrying on like, well, guess we're just gonna go on an all-male hunting trip, right?
Hot riding cars.
Yeah. Cass is sitting still behind the hood of damn hot rods and 1950 Mustangs and 60 Cobra Shelbys and not giving a damn about what y'all are talking about. Men are still living life. Men are actually happier. Let's go there. I went to an article on the Mayo Clinic. It basically just said depression is doubled amongst women, and it's doubled for women compared to men. Why? You can take it on double the stress. Career and home. Remember when your career was your home? It was your career. Watch, the scriptures tell you that your career was your home. The race to be a man is killing women, right? So, you're going against your natural maternal instincts, which cause a subliminal happiness because you're not being fulfilled. Now check this out. I want you to go to 1 Timothy 2:15. Somebody get me Genesis 30 and verse 1. Somebody else get me 2 Ezra 16 and 49. I'll say it again. 2 Timothy 2:15. 1 Timothy 2:15. Genesis 30 and 1. 2 Ezra 16 and 49. Somebody hating on me? Somebody going in? Because she's not contributing financially. Matthias Sanchez. What?
Oh, your question. Why being a homemaker look down on?
You know what's funny? A lot of the women that are in this mindset, they look for men that make over 6 figures. They don't need to contribute financially. So that knocks that argument down. They don't need to contribute financially. If you ask the majority, do you know that the majority of women go for the same type of guy? If you sit a woman down and you say, your ideal man, how much money does he make? 6 figures. It's like, okay. 6 figures. 6 figures. They all going for the 1% of men. All 100% of women are going for like the 10% of men. So they don't want to have to pay for nothing. Why you think women dress themselves up like little dolls to attract men? But what are they trying to attract to? The moolah, baby. They want men with money. They don't want to have to ask the majority of women, do you want to work after you have babies? They'd be like, hell no, I want to stay. I want to stay at home. But not stay at home to do something. They just want to sit at home, flipping them thumbs. While the baby's in the corner crying of hunger, because I'm going to say what I'm about to say. The baby's dying of hunger because you flipping your damn phone. It's not that you want to stay home to make your home or to submit to some man. You want to stay home to be taken care of. So the majority ain't even gotta bring nothing financially to the table. Men don't even look for that. Let's be real. I ain't never looked at a woman's pockets to get with her. Hell nah. All the women I ever got with were broke. Let's be real. I mean, they were broker than me, and I'm broke. Because I wasn't looking at that. I wasn't looking at money. Right? I wasn't looking at women in this day and age. Look at that. Yeah. They look at money. They call it hypergamy, where you're looking at how you can move up the ladder. Women look at men like that. Like, wait a minute. If I get with him now and he's doing law school, by this time he'll be here. But now I don't feel like waiting 8 years, so you know what? I'm gonna just go to the law firm and get me a lawyer. Well, I gotta wait for the nigga that's in college. Passing up on good men, but the dude that's already a lawyer, he's making 6 figures. He got mad options. Just saying. Anyway, where you at?
1 Timothy chapter 2, verse 15.
Go ahead.
Notwithstanding, she shall be saved in childbearing.
She shall be what?
Saved in childbearing.
See, this is talking about a woman's part of her salvation is what?
Saved in childbearing.
Somebody read Genesis 30 and verse 1.
Genesis chapter 30, verse 1.
Read.
And when Rachel saw that she bare Jacob no children,
Go ahead.
Rachel envied her sister.
Go ahead.
And said unto Jacob,
Read.
give me children,
Come on.
or else I die.
Or else what?
Or else I die.
Or else what?
Or else I die.
Why are the majority of women dying alone in America? Because you're not being taught this is what you need for your life. You're not being taught to fulfill your purpose. You're being told, just go be independent. Do you be a boss chick? Be like Stormy, what's her name? Stormy Daniels? Y'all seen her? She's like the Cardi B part 2 stripper that married a pastor, divorced him, and then now she shows women how to make millions. But she'll be on Instagram talking crap like, yeah, I can't show you how to cook, but I'll show you how to make this bag. And then behind the scenes, she's crying like, oh, I can't keep doing this. It's too much pressure. Literally breaking down. She got all the damn, but she made $15 million in 1 year.
Stormy
Wealth
Daniels?
coach. Stormy.
This is a porn star.
No, not Stormy Dan. Her name is Stormy something, man. Put wealth coach.
I remember
Let me see.
Stormy Daniels is the one that was attacking. She was the one that said that Donald Trump.
Stormy. Her name is
Wilmington.
Stormy.
Wilmington. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wilmington.
Stormy Wilmington.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Wilmington.
Right. My bad.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know why I'm thinking about Stormy Daniels.
Yeah.
I've never seen her before.
Yeah.
That's the one chick that was messing with Trump.
Okay.
Porn star. Yeah.
Right. But look at this chick, man. She's a damn stripper mentality, boss chick mentality.
Yeah,
she's going
the
to
one.
die alone. She's going to die with no man. No man wants that.
Damn.
No man, not no real dude. Some trick nigga wants that. Some simp, beta male orbiter.
Oh yeah.
They want that. Somebody that can just hit it and then peace.
Hilarious.
But she'll never have any fulfilling relationship. She forfeited that in her youth.
Yeah,
See,
this chick's done.
the women of our age, the women of our tradition, the women of the scriptures, listen, she said, give me children or else I die. Why? Because I'm not fulfilling a purpose. It wasn't just enough to be a man's wife. Wouldn't that have been enough? See, in this day and age, that's all it is. Let me get the title. I'm wifey. I'm wifey, right? Put a ring on it. Wrong hand, right? It's enough to just get a damn title. But see, Beyonce got a ring put on it, and she's popping out babies left and right. Touche. You might as well say touche. All you women that follow Beyonce, single ladies, you might as well say touche because she told you to be independent. All my single ladies, all that crap. Then she came out and catered to her man, put his damn do-rag on and brushed his hair, and knocked out 4 babies for him. And Beyonce's happy. She ain't leaving Jay-Z. Y'all tripping. They ain't never breaking up. That nigga ain't dumb and neither is she. But I guarantee you she's more fulfilled being a mother than being damn Sasha Fierce. I bet you. Sit her down and talk to her on some real talk. She'll tell you, look, man, being a mom is way more fulfilling than damn running up on stage entertaining you idiots. The Bayhive. She don't give a damn about that. She'll forfeit all that for her children. I guarantee it. This is the mentality, man. She said, give me children or else I die. Now think about that type of death. Sitting back and watching another woman have joy with her children and raise her children. And all you can do is cook a man, be a man's wife and not fulfill the other part of the duty. Go to 2nd Ezra, 1649. Read it. 2nd Ezra, 1649.
1649.
Right?
Read. Like the whore envieth a right, honest, and virtuous woman.
It says, like as a whore envieth a right, honest, and virtuous woman. Why does the whore envy the right, honest, and virtuous woman?
Look at the track.
Why does she envy her? Because she's not fulfilling no duty. She's not fulfilling that virtue. What they talking about in the chat?
You got what they in the chat.
I'm not paying attention to that. Right? Why does the whore envy the right, honest woman? What is there to envy? I don't want to look at that. Y'all deal with that. What is there to envy? Because the virtuous woman is she's fulfilling her purpose. She's actually fulfilling those virtues. She's attaining more virtue through going through her purpose. She's not skipping the buck, skipping the bill. She's not skipping out on her responsibility. She's not putting herself in a box. Oh, I'm too good for that. I don't need to deal with that. So they sit back and they look and they envy. These women are going to envy the women that are doing things the right way. Y'all see that? I mean, could I ask y'all a question? Do y'all believe in Jesus? Do y'all believe in the Bible?
Yes, sir.
Y'all believe in the Lord?
Yes, sir.
Right. Okay. So let's go to Jeremiah 6 and 16. What is it? They got blocked out the chat? Is that what's going on? Like I said, the women that stayed home and were actual homemakers, they ordered their houses. You wouldn't walk into their house and there'd be a damn speck of dust on the floor. You got women today, come on, stop. Y'all haven't even been taught to clean. You've never even been taught how to clean something. You walk in the house and it's filthy. It's filthy. Come on, man. Get off the chat. Go ahead and read that.
Jeremiah chapter 6, verse 16. Thus saith the Most High, stand ye in the way,
Right?
and see,
Go ahead.
and ask for the old path.
Ask for the old path. There's an old way, that old foundation. Read.
Where is the good way, and walk therein.
Go ahead.
And ye shall find rest for your soul.
You shall do what?
Find rest for your soul.
Yeah, you'll be able to take the hurt, the pain, the depression, the anger. You'll be able to take that off you and get some rest. But are women ready to open up their hand and give back the power, the control to the man? This is what it all boils down to. Who wants to have the control? Who wants to do things in the way it's supposed to be done? Remember, stay-at-home mom don't mean you just stay at home and do like Peggy Bundy. There's a difference between Peggy Bundy and Leave It to Beaver's mom. There was a difference. Peggy was dropping cigarettes in the damn salad, and Leave It to Beaver's mom was making sweet apple pies. Okay? You walked in her house and smelled like chocolate chip cookies.
Doing fundraisers in yard sales.
Yeah, doing fun.
Making
Yeah,
extra money.
selling lemonade, all in black and white. Damn it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you could smell the cookies in black and white. Oh, you knew it smelled good in Gene Cleaver's house. So we ain't talking about Peggy Bundy's up in here dropping cigarettes in the salad and neglecting the house and barely taking care and maintaining the house. We're not talking about that stay-at-home mom. Let's be clear. We're talking about when a woman says she was a homemaker. Again, you walk up in her house and it smelled like something cooking, baking, and fresh laundry. Wrong or right?
Done.
Hell yeah. There was 3-4 meals a day plus snacks being made. There was always fresh squeezed lemonade in the damn fridge. Everything was in order. You went into the laundry room, things was in order. You went into the kitchen, things was in order. Bathrooms clean, this clean, that clean. But the point was, it wasn't about her cleaning and her technique. It was about she took joy. She took joy in seeing her family happy. Too many of y'all are selfish as hell. And you care about only you. You don't care about what your man wants. That's why you do what you want. You don't care about your damn kids. You just don't. You care about them only when it comes to, oh, my stimulus check. Oh, my taxes. Oh, you know what? People are complimenting me because my kids look beautiful. That's the only time you give a damn. But you let them sit on a dirty-ass toilet seat. You let them sleep in a dirty-ass room. You let them sleep in eat garbage-ass food. Jean Cleaver wasn't letting her son, she wasn't letting Leave It to Beaver eat bad food. Man, let me go into it. Let's go. See? I was trying to be nice. Go to Tobit 8 and 6. I'm still going to be nice. Go to Tobit 8 and 6.
Tobit, chapter 8, verse 6.
Read.
Thou madest Adam, and gavest him Eve, his wife, for an helper.
Right?
And stay.
Right, stay. What do we have? We always go through this definition, right? So what do we have for stay? I'm going to read it real quick. Restraint of passion. Why was that important for a woman to be a stay? Because women have passions too, right? But what does it mean? She had to put her passions on the back burner. Y'all get it? She had to put her career on hold. Once them babies start popping out, no more career. No more, oh, it's about me. It's about family now. But too many of our women are selfish. Nah, I'm going to just do both. When he turns, I can't wait till he turns 1. I'm going to throw him in daycare. I'm proud to say not one of my kids ever been in daycare. Your pa went for maybe 6 months. She went for 3 months. I remember. It was right before Noah was about to be born. I had to do it. I was working 2 jobs. And I had to put her because I was working days and I was working nights. 3 months. I was like, man, let me knock this daytime job out for 3 months. Get a little extra bread. Noah's coming. Got to get some baby stuff. Right? And that was that. And I regret that. I regret doing that. But a lot of our women, they can't damn wait to pawn their kids off to school, daycare, get them out my face. That's not how our women operated, man. I'm going to show you. Right? We believe in the Bible, right?
That's right.
St. John 7:38 says what?
He that believeth on me.
As what?
As the scripture has said.
Read.
Out of his belly shall flow rivers of living water.
So we don't have to believe what the Bible says. You believe in God, St. John 7:38, right? So, restraint of passion, moderation, caution, steadiness, sobriety. This is what a woman was supposed to represent in a man's life. Y'all see this? A fixed state, a prop, a support. The stay and staff, the means of supporting and preserving life. Steadiness of conduct.
I like this one.
What?
Just number 3.
Say it. Read it.
To wait, to attend, to forbear,
Woo.
to act.
Yeah. Because what do you got to have the forbearance in? If you're a real wife, you got to put up with your family. You got to forbear your family. Man, I keep cleaning up, but they just keep making a damn mess. Well, hey, kids are going to be kids, men are going to be men, women are going to be women. Right? That's how it goes. I feel like that sometimes. As soon as Noah, come clean your room. We'll clean the room. We'll clean the room before class. I'll go to this dude's room now. And it's like, we didn't clean it. I'm like, what the hell happened? The first thing I do in the morning when I wake him up is like, bro, what happened to the room? And he's like, and then guess what we do the next day? Okay, bro, Let's go upstairs. Let's clean the room. And then we'll clean the room. And I go in the room and wake him up the next morning. And I'm like, is there like a demon going into the room and just throwing? But guess what I got to do? I got to forbear that every day. I'm like, no, we're going to clean this room. I'm going to get you in that practice. I'm going to forbear the aggravation. I'm going to forbear man, I don't feel like messing with that today. Every single day, room. Hang up your clothes. Hang up your laundry. Put your socks away. Why? It's important. He needs that nurture. You see that? So, let me ask y'all this. What's the difference between a woman being in her strength and a woman being in her power? Do y'all know the difference? Between strength and power. What's a woman's strength? Let's see if y'all even know that. What's a woman's strength? Y'all are like, what the? Oh. What's a woman's strength? What?
I'm going to say her trying to be independent.
Oh, somebody could ask us. Her what?
Her submission.
Right. Her level of submission, her femininity, her willingness to cooperate. That's a woman's strength. What's a woman's power? Her independence, her masculinity. See, the power, a woman when she's in her power, she's a damn man. A woman when she's in her true strength, a woman in true form, she's in her femininity. She's in her submission. Why am I saying these things? Well, because we've been taught that submission is a bad word. Guess what? We submit every single day. When you go and you say, and you clock in, you just submitted to somebody's time for you to be somewhere. When you go to your boss and say, hey, what do you want me to do? You just submitted to what your boss wants you to do. You submit to the damn stoplight when it turns red. Let's be real. So is submission that bad, or does it keep order?
Yashar does it.
Oh, he blows through him? No. Crush through the lights? But submission ain't a bad thing. Submission actually keeps order.
God.
If you don't submit to the light, to the stop, to the yield, everybody's crashing into everybody. So get out of your mind the negative first and foremost. We got to stop. Women have to stop approaching. You got to stop approaching men negative. You got to stop approaching relationships negative. You got to stop teaching your daughters your garbage ass outlook on men and on relationships that it's all negative. Just because you got negative situations going on don't mean that all men are trash. You haven't met all men. The men that you deal with are trash. Because usually past performance is a good dictator of the future performance. So if you pick trash niggas in the beginning, you're probably gonna pick more trash niggas down the line. It just force a habit, pattern, creatures of habit, right? But we gotta stop programming women to look at being with a man as a negative. That's first and foremost. We gotta stop pinning ourselves against each other, because that's what it really is. When you have a woman look at things in a negative outlook towards men, you're literally pinning a man against a woman. So now every interaction is what? Oh, he's a creeper. Oh, he's thirsty. Oh, he's this, he's that. Oh, he's this, he's that. Let me show you. We believe in the Bible, right? You know I gotta keep saying that? 'Cause I know it sounds what's coming out of my mouth could sound a certain type of way, but it's all biblical. Watch. Go to Genesis 24:15. Because we all believe in the scriptures, right? Right. And we're going to do what the Bible says, right? So let's look at Genesis chapter 24 and 15. Read that.
The book of Genesis, chapter 24, verse 15.
Go ahead.
And it came to pass, before he had done speaking, that behold, Rebekah came out, who was born to Bethuel.
Go ahead.
Son of Milcah.
Go ahead.
The wife of Nahor.
Right.
Abraham's brother, with her picture upon her shoulder.
So we know the story. This is when Abraham sent his servant to find Isaac a wife. And what happens? Well, he's at the well. Rebecca comes out, ready to draw water for her family. Remember, the servant was a stranger. So imagine, this is a random man in the mall pulling up to some woman. Now, we know the interaction is usually, ew, or I'm gonna act like I don't see you or hear you, I'm gonna curb you, right? That's the interaction between men and women in this day and age. Oh, I curbed him. I ghosted him. They love, it's like y'all love that. Like, I ghosted him. You cry for all the damn attention. You get all the dopamines in your damn brain when somebody likes your page, but then you really curbing niggas? Which one is it? You want to get liked or not? You want the attention or not? You want that fake attention, that Instagram love. But when his face is like, oh no, creeper, right? Now let's see, read.
Verse 16.
Uh-huh.
And the damsel was very fair to look upon.
Right.
A virgin.
Right.
Neither had any man known her.
Right, so she wasn't indoctrinated with men. She had never slept with no man. She ain't got no knowledge of men in that way. Go ahead.
And she went down to the well and filled her pitcher.
Right.
And came up. And the servant ran to meet her.
Right.
And said, let me, I pray thee.
Now we can understand that the servant, this was his eldest servant, was more than likely an aged man. Gray as hell, old, right? Not her age at all. Go ahead.
Drink a little water of thy pitcher.
Right.
And she said, drink, my lord.
No, she said, oh, you creeper, get away.
And she said, drink, my lord.
Nigga, I don't know you.
Drink, my lord.
Is you dumb?
Drink, my lord.
Get your own water.
Drink, my lord.
She said, what?
Drink, my lord.
She had respect, first and foremost, because she wasn't taught to deal with men negatively. She was taught, this was the first instance of how to be a wife 101, if you want to know. See, I said it in previous classes. She was in her true power. She submitted to a man because he was a man. She didn't know whose servant he was. She didn't see the jewels of gold and all that stuff. She seen a man and said, she called him Lord. Now we be tripping like, oh, Sarah called Abraham Lord, right? Rebecca's calling somebody servant Lord. Some strange ass man. She ain't never met before. Probably old and creepy. Gray hairs and, right? Drink, my Lord. Matter of fact, look, I'm gonna help you drink. What am I trying to show here? That the way we interacted with one another, the opposite sex, we weren't teaching our women to be anti and to look at men as the enemy. We didn't do that. Why? Because she was gonna have to be somebody's wife at some point. And if her first interactions with men were negative, what the hell is she gonna do with Isaac when she got with him? Well, we see what happened when she got with Isaac. Who's that man walking through the field? Oh, that's my Lord. Oh, snap. Right?
Ninja.
Like a ninja. Right? Raptor. Boom. Humility. Right? Cloak of humility. She had more respect because of who Isaac was, just his title. She didn't even know him. And guess what? It was her cousin. But look at the utmost respect she had for him. Look at the respect she had for Laban. Look at the respect she had by bringing the servant. Hey, this man, he's on this business. You gonna go with him? Yeah, I'll go with him. Of course I'm gonna go with him. This is of the Lord. No, oh, he's a creeper. He's gonna do this. Now we know. I gotta say this. Today's day and age, niggas is creepers. Niggas are creepers, man. But does not the scripture say, be not overcome with evil, but overcome evil with good? Would it hurt you to crack a smile? Would it hurt you? Ladies, would it hurt you to smile at a man? Not in like, let me smile and get his number and sneaky links and all that crap, but to not have that resting bitch face. It would take so much. It would add so much to your age if you just smiled. You'd have so much of a better day. You'd have better interactions. You'd have better reactions if you just let them cheeks, right? You get so much further in life. The first thing that we see, and it's like, damn, she looks like a biatch.
Can I say something real quick? Because I like what you're saying, right?
No,
And
you're the only one.
I love what you're saying because it's real. And,
I know it's real.
And I'm gonna say the reason I'm saying it is this. You see, women like that, you can kind of see them, and yeah, a lot of the times, majority of the times, it's Israelite women. Majority of the times, it is.
Yeah.
Majority of the times, it's usually Judah, Judah, Benjamin, or Levi, right?
Yep.
Now, brothers can attest to this in the mall. When I see them in the mall, I don't even look at them.
Nope.
I don't even look at them
Unapproachable.
because there's no point. You know what I'm saying? Like he said, like, does it hurt to smile? It doesn't hurt to smile, but like you'll say something and they'll look at you like, nigga, why you talking to me? But you want somebody to talk to you though.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
That's
it's
the
weird.
thing. It's like you want the attention, but you don't want the attention.
But and then what's cold is this, because our women roll in this. This is a lot of this is the women in the world. Our women roll like that, right? But then when they see the good black man going to other races as they get older, they're like,
he's a sellout.
Where'd all the good black men go? But
not with you.
But all the good black men left because they went to other races, because when they just you walking by and just a hi, it's like you can't even do that.
Just a smile and
just
passing.
like a smile, just like, hey, you can actually say hello to this person.
Yeah,
you can't even do that. You treat him. Yeah, it's weird, bro. It's weird. So like, brothers can attest to it.
I do it just in